Based on the radar returns, where it is right now, how fast it's moving, we're looking for downtown Bonita Springs by 2:10, Bonita Bay by 2:13, Bonita Lakes by 2:14, and the Spring Creek Village by 2:16. So that's the part of the cell that we're most concerned about right now, with the leading tornado warning here that's issued for North Naples that goes until 2:15 this afternoon. Again, the area I'm most concerned about for some potential rotation when it relates to a funnel cloud or a tornado would be in this general area right here. Like I mentioned before, near that split between Old 41 and US 41. The newer radar scans show the potential rotation here greatest right where the old dog track used to be. There's a racetrack gas station there now. It's close to where that, I think it's called the Brass Tap restaurant. This is where right now, based on the radar returns, we're seeing the most amount of rotation. So if you live in this area, you need to make sure you are in the most interior portion of your home and staying away from windows, away from doors, and just ride this one out. The storms are moving, like I said, remarkably fast. Forward speed is 40 miles an hour with some of these, so they're not going to stick around for very long. The center of the hurricane, this now Category 2 hurricane, is right up there, and this rain band stretches all the way down here west of the Key West area. So take a mental picture here of what this looks like, and I just need to jump over here and switch a radar frame, and we're going to go to the Futurecast outlook for tomorrow. So let me turn off the interactive hand tracker. We'll move over to this mode, and this is a look at the forecast models for tomorrow. Do you remember how I drew out where that rain band is right now? Well, if the center of the hurricane is here making landfall tomorrow morning around sunrise, that's that same rain band that might very well be stuck right over top of us tomorrow. So that's why the placement of this rain band is so crucial as to what happens here overnight tonight if we do see some of those cells that are showing some signs of rotation and move on shore. And then if this rain band really does set up right over top of the area tomorrow, it's going to be real stormy during the first half of the day. So I know most of this, if I'm not mistaken, the coastal counties, all the schools are closed for tomorrow. But if you're getting ready to go to work in the morning, if this rain band is over top of us, there will still be some real gusty cells inside there, and it may persist for a good chunk of the first half of the day.
Rain bands are going to move on in. Rob.
Time to prepare for this is now over, and it's time now to put your action plan to work, because over the next few hours, the weather is only going to continue going downhill. This is a look at the Tropical Futurecast. A moment ago, Allison Ray showed you how the eye of this hurricane is now visible from the National Weather Service radar in Key West. This is 11 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. The eye is already to the north of Cuba, and as you know, it is lifting toward the north. So throughout the day, late morning, early afternoon tomorrow, the eye will be moving up to the west of the Florida Keys. If I may, if I could ask the control room, let's come back out here and talk about the impacts for the people who are on land here. You know, we were earlier pixel querying some of these points. Based on where the radar is at, we're still seeing evidence here up and aloft where the radar beam is hitting the raindrops of winds in the atmosphere here that are coming in at higher than 130 miles an hour. You know, based on the scans here just over top of Burnt Store Marina toward Pirate Harbor, as the radar beam is shot out from the radar tower at the point in the atmosphere, which in this case is a few thousand feet up, it's showing the winds are blowing at 139 miles an hour. Now at the surface it's typically a touch lower, but because we're dealing with the eye of a hurricane here and we have evidence of the sustained winds around the eye still at 155 miles per hour, you know, there could be some extremely serious wind damage here in areas of western Charlotte County as the eye wall, the leading edge of the eye wall, moves further into areas of western Charlotte County and over the mouth of Charlotte Harbor and areas here eventually toward Port Charlotte and Punta Gorda.